Before the platinum albums. Before the sold-out arenas. Before millions of people streamed his songs around the world. A young boy in Louisville, Kentucky, was facing a heartbreaking reality. At just 4 years old, he lost his mother. Most children would struggle to understand such a loss. But that tragedy would become one of the defining moments of his life. Years later, that same boy would transform his emotions into music that touched millions. His name is Bryson Tiller. And this is the remarkable story of how he went from working ordinary jobs and struggling to pay bills to becoming one of the most influential voices in modern R&B. Early life and childhood. Bryson DeJuan Tiller was born on January 2, 1993, in Louisville. His childhood was far from easy. When Bryson was only 4 years old, his mother passed away. The loss left a huge void in his life. After her death, Bryson was largely raised by his grandmother, who became one of the most important people in his upbringing. Growing up without his mother deeply affected him. The pain, loneliness, and emotional struggles he experienced during childhood would later become fuel for the heartfelt lyrics that made him famous. Friends and family members have described him as a quiet child who often kept his emotions to himself. Instead of talking about his feelings, he would later learn to express them through music. Parents and family background. Mother. Bryson's mother died when he was very young. Although little public information exists about her, her death remains one of the most significant events in his life. Many fans believe the emotional vulnerability found throughout his music is partly rooted in this early loss. Father. Bryson's relationship with his father has not been heavily publicized. He has occasionally spoken about growing up without a strong father figure, which influenced how he approaches fatherhood today. Grandmother. If there is one person who played a crucial role in shaping Bryson's life, it was his grandmother. She helped raise him after his mother's death and provided stability during difficult years. Bryson has repeatedly expressed appreciation for her support. Siblings. Bryson grew up in a large family and has several siblings and half-siblings. While he generally keeps family matters private, he has mentioned growing up around brothers and relatives who helped shape his character. The close family environment taught him resilience and responsibility from an early age. Educational background. Bryson attended Iroquois High School, located in Louisville, Kentucky. Like many young artists chasing a dream, balancing school and music wasn't easy. Financial challenges often forced him to focus on earning money and supporting himself. For a period of time, he did not complete his education in the traditional way. However, years after becoming famous, Bryson accomplished something many people admired. He returned and earned his high school diploma in 2020. This achievement showed that success doesn't eliminate the importance of education. Many fans praised him for finishing what he had started. Discovering music. Bryson's love for music started early. As a teenager, he became fascinated by R&B, hip-hop, soul music, rap. Artists who influenced him included Drake, Lil Wayne, Omarion, Chris Brown. At age 15, he began recording songs. Most teenagers were thinking about parties and social events. Bryson was writing lyrics, recording demos, dreaming about a future nobody else could see. Life before fame. This is where Bryson's story becomes truly inspiring. Success didn't arrive overnight. Far from it. Before becoming famous, Bryson worked several ordinary jobs. He spent time working at pizza restaurants, delivery services, warehouse-related jobs. Some days he was making music. Other days he was simply trying to pay bills. At one point, he even considered giving up music entirely. He was struggling financially and had responsibilities as a young father. The dream felt distant, but he kept recording, kept writing, kept believing that persistence would soon change everything. The breakthrough. Don't. In 2014, Bryson uploaded a song called Don't. At first, it seemed like just another song on the internet. Then something unexpected happened. The track exploded. Millions of listeners began sharing it. Music blogs picked it up. Streaming numbers skyrocketed. The song's emotional honesty and unique sound immediately stood out. Fans couldn't stop listening. Suddenly, record labels started calling. The industry had discovered a new star. record deal and industry attention. After Don't went viral, Bryson attracted attention from major music companies. One of the biggest stories from that period involved Drake. Reports suggested Drake wanted Bryson to join his OVO sound label. For many young artists, that would have been an easy decision. But Bryson chose a different path. He signed with RCA Records. The decision allowed him to maintain greater creative control over his music. Trapsoul, the album that changed R&B. In 2015, Bryson released Trapsoul. The album wasn't just successful. It became a cultural movement. The project blended trap beats, R&B melodies, rap influences, emotional storytelling. Fans had never heard anything quite like it. Hit songs included Dentex Changes Ori Not Sorry. The album eventually earned multiple platinum certifications. Critics praised its originality. Fans embraced it as the soundtrack to relationships, heartbreak, and late-night reflection. Rise to global fame. Following the success of Trapsoul, Bryson became one of the biggest names in contemporary R&B. Awards and recognition followed. He earned Grammy nominations, BET Awards recognition, Billboard Music Award nominations. His fanbase expanded worldwide. What started in Louisville had become a global phenomenon. True to Self era. In 2017, Bryson released True to Self. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. For Bryson, this achievement was important. Many artists achieve one successful album. Very few prove they can do it again. True to Self showed he wasn't a one-hit wonder. Collaborations with major stars. As his reputation grew, Bryson collaborated with some of the biggest names in music. These included Rihanna, DJ Khaled, Chris Brown, Travis Scott. Each collaboration expanded his influence and introduced his music to new audiences. Relationships and dating life. Bryson is known for being private about romance. Unlike many celebrities, he rarely discusses personal relationships in detail. However, one of his most public relationships has been with Kendra Bailey. The couple has been together for several years. Fans frequently praise the pair for keeping their relationship relatively drama-free despite living in the spotlight. Marriage. One question fans often ask is Bryson Tiller married? As of publicly available information, Bryson has never been married. Although he has had serious relationships, there is no confirmed marriage. Fatherhood and children. Perhaps no role means more to Bryson than being a father. He has two daughters. Carly Tiller. Born in 2013, Carly was born before Bryson became a superstar. During this period, he was still struggling financially and chasing his dream. Kelly Jade Tiller. Born in 2019, Kelly is his daughter with Kendra Bailey. Bryson frequently shares moments celebrating his daughters and has spoken about how fatherhood changed his priorities. Growing up without a strong father figure inspired him to become a highly involved parent. Success and net worth. Over the years, Bryson built wealth through music sales, streaming revenue, concert tours, brand partnerships, merchandise. His success transformed him from a struggling worker into a multi-millionaire artist. Yet many fans admire that he still appears grounded and focused on family. Legacy. Bryson Tiller's impact goes beyond hit songs. He helped create an entire musical movement. The term, Trapsoul, became associated with a new generation of artists blending R&B, hip-hop, trap music, emotional storytelling. Many younger artists cite him as a major influence. His music changed the direction of modern R&B. But perhaps his greatest legacy isn't the awards. It's the message. A boy who lost his mother. A teenager with big dreams. A young father struggling to survive. A worker stacking boxes and delivering packages. Who never stopped believing. And because he didn't quit, the world learned his name. Bryson Tiller's story reminds us that success isn't about where you start. It's about whether you're willing to keep going when life gets difficult. From heartbreak to platinum records, from struggle to stardom, his journey proves that sometimes the people with the toughest beginnings create the most unforgettable endings.